Hey, and welcome back to the Social Media CX show. Before we get into today's episode, I have to tell you something I'm really excited about, which is I'm heading back to Social Media Marketing World later this month. That event is April 28th through 30th in Anaheim, California. And it felt like the perfect reason to bring this episode back. So this episode originally aired after my talk at Social Media Marketing World last year in 2025. And it's one of my favorites because it wasn't planned. My friend Sarah Scott, who was at the event with me, grabbed her phone, hit record, and what you're about to hear are real unfiltered hallway conversations that took place after my talk at the event. People stopped me after the session with actual questions they were wrestling with. There was a B2B to C strategy, how to measure engagement, whether you really need to reply to every comment on social or not. And we just talked through it. There weren't any slides. This wasn't a presentation. There was zero polish, just real questions and my honest answers. If you are going to Social Media Marketing World and you'll be in Anaheim this year, come find me. I would love to do something like this again. And if you can't make it or you're not going to be there, you can still get your questions answered. Send me an email at Brooke, B-R-O-O-K-E, at bsquared.media or shoot me a DM on LinkedIn. I read every single message. I respond to them myself. Now, on to the instant replay. First up, we have a nonprofit leader trying to connect both students and companies through internships. How do you create engagement when you're balancing two very different audiences? Let's find out.
So I'm in a nonprofit, higher education. And what we do, we put students into internships and we work with different companies. So I really want to do interactive posts, but I'm not like, I'm weird because it's B2B to C.
Yes.
So I don't know what to say to get people involved because it's companies and students. So I don't know what, like.
So you have two segments. You're talking to the people who are wanting to do the internship, but you're also talking to the companies who are placing the interns.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That I can get where that's challenging, but I think it can be, if you focus on the interns first, I think it would be a real benefit for the companies to see that conversation and that engagement happening with these really smart, amazing people. And then that should be your angle.
Gotcha.
How do you make them look smart and amazing?
Gotcha. So you wouldn't necessarily like play on like the youth where it's like, hey, like.
I mean, you could. But it's like, show us your Riz, right? If we're going to play on the roof. If we're going to play on the youth, like show us your Riz. Like, what do you got? You know, yes, I'm an old person saying that.
No,
so I'm probably not saying it right. But like, kind of see this community of interns happening and like this fun banter, and you're really making them the hero.
Then
I think it'll be attracted to them too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's what I want to do. Like, nobody talks. There's no conversation on any of my platforms. It's just they're like. So I want to do that, but I love
you have to build the conversational content though. Like they're just not going to come comment to comment.
Right.
You have to make them want to like stop and scroll and share that opinion or that feeling. And sometimes that means you have to share opinions and feelings as the brand.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know, so it'd be like name a 4-word horror story about your last job or something. Or LinkedIn's done this, like we've reduced the budget, 4 words, right? What's your 4-word marketing horror story? You could do something like that.
Love that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Next, another nonprofit focused on diabetes education asked a really smart data-driven question. How do you find the exact right engagement rate formula when you're reaching both followers and new audiences? Now, spoiler alert, I'm not a math girl, but I am a let's use AI to build something even better girl. Here's how we tackled it.
I'm coming from the nonprofit sector. We do diabetes education for people with this disease. And currently we are trying to identify the engagement rate for us and what does it mean at this nowadays, right? So because considering the fact that our posts are going outside of our followers, right, they're getting like non-followers reach. So what would be your ideal formula on the engagement rate to kind of have it in the end of the month and take the data-driven decision, what was working good, what was not.
Do you know what your baseline engagement rate is?
Obviously. It's like 4%.
Congrats, because that's better than average.
One or more.
Right. And how much of like the conversational content are you posting?
A lot.
A lot.
We do not struggle with the like quality and quantity. We just trying to find this formula because we're using the Sprout Social.
I love Sprout. I use Sprout.
Okay, that's great. But the Sprout Social is given the engagement rates based on the paid and organic.
Yeah, it has both.
Right. So like we're trying to distinguish those two metrics, and Sprout Social is not giving us.
If it was me, I would take that report, take a snapshot, like literally like an image, upload it into like your favorite AI, ChatGPT is mine, and then ask it to help with that.
Right.
I also do that. So I'll download a CSV of all the engagement that we got, and I'll upload that CSV into AI.
Yeah.
And I'll ask it to look for the trends and patterns in the engagement.
I hear you. So just to finalize this, so what would be your ideal formula of this engagement rate? So that's
it would be baseline, and then some. I can't tell you what it is, but some sort of growth year over year.
Okay.
Right. And you can do it quarter by quarter if that's better, or month by month if that's better.
Yeah, because initially we're taking like amount of comments, shares, saves, likes, and dividing that by the impressions. This is our formula.
Okay.
So I'm just wondering, like, is it fair enough?
There's no like real formula, but again, for me, I would not do any of the hard thinking or the mathing, and I would just use AI and have it help you. It could help you set the formula, and it's gonna look at everything, whereas we're gonna look at like impressions and comments.
Yeah.
It looks at all the things. AI is not a focal.
Right.
Like we're very focal based.
Yeah.
AI sees everything.
Yeah.
So I would ask it to create the formula for you, and then just keep working on it on an iterative basis until it creates the formula that you're happy with.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. Finally, a restaurant with deep community roots. We're talking 50 years of loyal pizza fans. And they're wondering, how do you spark more fun and creative engagement, especially when it feels like you're already doing all the things?
I work for a pizza place in Arizona. So we do like a lot, I feel, of really fun, cool stuff on our social media. Like, for example, last year was our 50th anniversary. We did a golden ticket giveaway so it was social media led, where we gave them clues to like physical locations to go find things.
Fun.
But it like,
a scavenger hunt.
Yeah, it was a scavenger hunt, but I feel like it could have, even done better because we've been around for 50 years.
Wow.
And there are so many people who are like devout pizza eaters of us. Like we're called Spanados. And so like I feel like it's kind of hard to find that engaging content because like with education, for example, I would want to like make a recipe, or something.
Oh, that would be fun. Like a new pizza recipe, and the winner like actually gets to have their pizza named after them on the menu or something.
Exactly. We have that in mind and stuff. But I feel like even when we do those kinds of things, they're still not coming. Like this month is Employee Appreciation Month. And so we posted something like 2 days ago about, name your favorite waiter or waitress, and we'll send you a gift and them a gift. And it's like 2 comments. So do you have like any?
That might be too
broad?
Like give them softballs first. Like, give it like pitch them the easy stuff first.
Yeah.
Like that might be too difficult. So I would try the recipe thing, but then before I got to the actual like, hey, we're going to come up with a new recipe, your name's going to go on the menu, whatever. I would start with like what's the weirdest topping you would put on your pizza? And then go with like the pineapple. Like I think that's weird, but like a lot of people like that, right? Like, but pick the anchovies. Like pick the weird ones and let people vote, right? And then it's like, what's your like you can only have one topping on your pizza for the rest of your life. What would it be? Cheese only, pepperoni. Get people like in that mindset, and you can call back too. Like there's a thing in comedy called the callback, but you can call back to that content and be like, we've been talking about toppings and this and that, and that's because, and then announce the contest.
Okay, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
Do you have any other, pieces of advice for somebody in a restaurant?
So I feel like food is so easy because I'm such a foodie.
It was easy? Please do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, we could do it for you. No, I just think, really finding out what those little triggers are for your audience. Like, what do they want to talk about? What do they like? As you start to experiment with, like, say, polls, you'll start to see, like, which polls, like, people really start to get involved with, and then note the theme of that. Okay, when we talk about weird toppings, we get all this engagement. We talk about regular toppings. So we're going to stick with the weird. We're going to go down the weird rabbit hole and see where it takes us.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Okay. Well, thank you very
Thank
much.
you. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh. Last, in between sessions, we had a great side conversation about engagement strategy. Should you like every comment? Should you reply to everything? Here's what I had to say.
Like every comment, and we only respond to like
The needs.
the needs. Would you flip that? Like in the meantime, would you adjust that strategy to say stop liking every comment and only engage with the ones on a deeper, more personal level? And that might mean we engage with fewer people. I know.
No, because the like at least says like you're acknowledging, right? Like I feel like without the like you're ignoring, and we want to acknowledge like thank you for taking the time. And so if that's what you have time for right now, don't leave that. Don't. Yeah, because at least you're acknowledging, like, I can't get to everybody, but thank you so much. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's a good problem to have, but that is hard. Find the time, because I'm telling you, like, this is how we prove return on investment for our clients, because those conversations turn into product questions or, you know, whatever it may be.
Totally.
And then the next hard part, which is also a good problem to have, is like, how do we set up attribution? So that when somebody comes through and they're asking that question and we made that sale, y'all's team made that sale, y'all need to get the reward of we brought that money in.
We do have a label that tracks intent to purchase.
I love intent signals. Yes. Okay. I just read the whole big post on how to like tag and label for intent, like throughout the whole cycle. Cool. So I'll send that to you too.
Okay.
Thanks for tuning in to the Social Media CX podcast. If you loved today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs to up their social care game.